jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Back on deck with another one. This is not going to be a long extended version, but goddamn it, it's some information that is out. Journalists are out here doing their research. This is brought to you via Get the Smoke. When this BLK situation, BLK Prime situation arrived in the community of the YTC, you knew, this is what I'm telling people, when you attach yourself to certain things, especially when it comes to the sport of boxing and what we experienced over the years, you definitely have to do your research. You know what I'm saying? It's not just me that's going to come speak. It's plenty of people that's speaking about it. You feel me? I mean, I spoke heavy on it due to the interaction that caused all this, you know, so-called this, that, and the other, signing the fighter and everything. But it's so much information is being buoyed to the surface and floating on top, just like an oil spill, bro. So this video right here, I want to, put it out there. It's via Get the Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing. You know what I'm saying? For dropping the gem. I gotta cite Smoke on this, but brought to you via, dropped off in the headquarters by Big Blunts and Boxing. And this is Get the Smoke out here, who's doing research on the BLK Prime headquarters. I just put BLK because I'm gonna let the video do the speaking. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let the video speak for itself. I'm gonna let it talk. You know what I'm saying? So y'all pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Let me share screen right quick. Once again, this is a video pretty much talking about what was discovered once, from my understanding, once Get the Smoke went out and searched the address and did research of the business license and everything. He's going to give you the whole entire overlay of what he discovered. It's very, very informative. You know what I'm saying? Very informative. So check this out right here.
What's up, YTBC? What's up, MOB?
Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second.
This is Get This Smoke, broadcasting live once again from the corporate headquarters of BLK Prime. Man, this sun is really kicking right here. Let me turn it around here. You don't need to see my face anyway. I'm not the story. Stellar Preparatory School, also the headquarters of BLK Prime. That's the actual story here today. And the story is twofold. We got breaking news. Adrian the Problem Broner, 4th Division champion, is now the latest signing for BLK Prime. We already know that they got Terrence Bud Crawford and David Avanesian fight, supposedly netting Terrence Bud Crawford his highest payday in 8 figures. So we came to the headquarters of BLK Prime to get the scoop, to get some inside info about this fight, maybe some marketing materials, and maybe help promote the fight, get some pay-per-views. But instead, what we got was this defunct storefront that used to be the site of Stellar Preparatory School, which, according to their literature, was offering opportunities in academics and athletics to low-income, underprivileged young men that they wouldn't otherwise have, and we can see that, that in their efforts, they, whatever success they had, it wasn't enough to keep the doors open. And the connection is not just the building, not just the corporate offices, but the former principal of Stellar Academy, Lillian Shepard. She is also the COO, the head of marketing, and the media contact for BLK Prime. So around the YTBC, a community that I've been a contributor in for about half a decade, there's a narrative going around that BLK Prime is funded by a large Silicon Valley investment firm called Silicon Investment Group, with 2 trillion assets under management. Now, while not getting into the nuance of assets under management versus the actually value of your company, or the market cap of your company, or whatever, doesn't even matter, because Silicon Valley Investment Group is not the backers of BLK Prime. BLK Prime is backed by a group called Silicon Valley EFC, and that entity does not exist. Every business within the state of California has to register with the Secretary of State, and doing a business entity search on the Secretary of State's page yields a result of 0 entities. You do find Silicon Valley Investment Firm, of course, because they are a company that does exist. But yeah, Silicon Valley EFC does not. Upon further searching, we find that BLK Prime, which is also a California company, their business license has been suspended. Their suspension is a FTB suspension, which is short for the Franchise Tax Board. And what that is, in case you don't have a similar system wherever you are in the world, California is actually a collection of cities. And within each one of those municipal territories, you may have different sales tax. They may vary as much as 10 or 12 cents, or maybe it's a half a cent. But wherever you do business, wherever you offer a good or a service in the state of California, you have to collect sales tax. You're liable as a business for the sales tax in that area, in that zone. You have to calculate all that stuff, and it is due. Those funds are due every quarter. I don't know how long you have to be in arrears before you are actually go into suspension, but whatever that period of time is, apparently BLK Prime exceeded it as of today. It's about a little bit after 4 o'clock in Hayward, California, on a Tuesday. I'm not sure what day of the month it is. Somewhere at the last week of August, they're in arrears. It's not a huge deal. They could pay their back taxes and be up and running. I don't know what effect this, like what state their federal business license is in. This doesn't have anything to do with that. This is just in the state of California right now. The BLK business license is suspended until they pay what they owe, like file or pay their back taxes. So that's the latest. Came back to the scene to see if it was open, but Nope. Still shuttered. Still looking like yeah, what it appears to be. It still appears to be a shuttered business, and we know for a fact that it's no longer a school, but we don't know if every now and again somebody comes in here to collect some sort of legal notices, because this is the actual address for any legal notices for BLK Prime. If you want your money back, if you don't get the service that you paid for in the David Avenesian fight, this is where you're supposed to come to talk to someone to get your money. And yes, hopefully it's not another bad actor scamming people in boxing, because we all know we've had the history of boxing has been replete with individuals and organizations that were of we'll call it loose scruples. So yeah, let's get this smoke. Transmit another one. Adrian Broner, Bud Crawford. I'm not sure, guys. You might want to do your due diligence. But out here, the corporate headquarters of BLK Prime. Peace out.
So what's good, everyone? Hey, shout out to the supporters that's in the chat as always. You know what I'm saying? We have Champ Ross, Tony Boswell on deck, Big Blunts of Boxing, King Mitch on deck. So what I want to do is just highlight, and once again, that video and journalism was brought to you by Get the Smoke. You know what I'm saying? He was doing foot patrol and actually went out and did some research. Now, the important part of him doing this research is, hey, it's just following what is public record and going out here and trying to find out, you know what I'm saying, trying to discover, you know what I'm saying? When you put in requests, sometimes they call it a discovery. You know what I'm saying? So you put in a request, you put in an address, and you go out and try to locate the discovery. That's all it is. Hold on for a second. Now I'm back, people. Check this out. I appreciate your patience. Okay, this is what I was talking about. I used to have a 501c3, and everything is out there for EIN and franchise tax board, and everything. You do have to pay taxes on that every quarter. You have to keep your paperwork, your hours, and all that, your time. So this is not going to be okay, right? But we have every right as journalists, those of us that consider that title to be prevalent, we can go out and do research on anything dealing with the sport that we're covering, anything in life, you know what I'm saying? Just general topics, current events, all that. The only reason BLK is considered a topic right there now because it is attempting to bleed over into the sport of boxing by attaching itself to big names in boxing. That big name, of course, comes with the Terrence Bud Crawford, David Avanesian, Adrian Broner, and whoever else is left to sign. Now, with that said, it will be all good and calm. You know what I'm saying? In any pond that you're floating around and you're just looking for peace, it'll be calm waters if there wasn't numbers attached to this, okay? But it is numbers attached to it. And I'm not sure what piqued Smoke's interest to go out here and do the research, but he did drop some informative information about where the headquarters is supposed to be located, what the records are saying, doing research and saying what's the active state currently with their business license. Now, I know that's a little bit deeper than the sport of boxing, right? But it really ties down into the sport and what we're trying to find out. Why? Because this is a business that is trying to make a stamp the right way. You know what I'm saying? Their introduction is very, very important. They have a big fight going down in the backyard of Omaha, Nebraska. They have to make sure they get enough exposure as possible. And one way to get that exposure is through YTC. It's free promo. They're not paying us individually. We're choosing to volunteer our services to speak on it. Now, some of it's going to be enticing and some of it's going to be just the opposite. In this case, I find it for both. At least we know they are a legitimate entity. All right, we know that. We know that they are an app. They have a business name, a brand, and obviously it's some people that's attached that's running the business. What we have found out is that the numbers is what's raising brows and have people, moving about, being active, and trying to find out more about this organization. Those numbers being 8 figures for these fighters. That's a hefty load monetarily to tote around and not ask questions about. Because it's different if it was one of the premier or the current promotions that we have on deck as we know it. But that's not the case. These guys are new to the boxing arena. So since they are new and we're waiting, you know what I'm saying? All of this is so climactic, yo. Like we just jumping out of negotiations with PBC and everything. We got barbershop conversations, goddamn lighting stick of dynamite, goddamn throwing grenades and shit at what he feel, how he feel about Al Heyman. Man, we got panels being discussed in this. We got people that's we just got so many lanes, dog. Look, the intersection is without stoplights on this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's free promo. So today, right, Adrian Broner was the fighter that signed, four-weight world champion, Adrian Broner. I have to give him his respect. Four-weight champion, Adrian Broner, was the new signee. Okay, we have yet to pretty much have the presser for Terrence Bud Crawford and David Avanesian. Why? Because they're going to be the main event. So they'll probably be coming up down the line. But with Adrian Broner signing, we also have to look at this too. Adrian Broner came out with numbers attached to him. they pretty much said 12 months, 10 million. So that's some more money that's attached to BLK Prime. So of course, Get the Smoke out here trying to find out information on the validation of it all. Should we attach our hearts? You know what I'm saying? Should we attach our hearts to say, okay, this is going to be able to follow through. We're going to be able to see some big fights, and it's going to be a successful showing. We got to get in the benefit of the doubt. It's going to be a successful showing. We got to. It's going to be successful. The reason why we know it's going to be successful because so far they are an entity. Now, what we don't know is how they're going to sustain this energy all the way through the month of November. What will happen through the month of November? It's going to be very crucial for them to continue to give us something to talk about. We need something to talk about. We need to see the Terrence Crawford, David Avanesian presser. It cannot be what we've seen today. It can't be that way. It can't be what, no. It cannot. I'm just saying, no step and repeat. No single chip. No. No. We can't do it. We need to build up some type of, platform or whatever. It just can't be a chair and a table. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Reggie Owens said it looked like a reception area to a homeless shelter. It looked like a reception area to a homeless shelter, dog. What is this dude on, man? What type of time he on, dog? What type of time he on, man? We supposed to be supporting this. Oh my God. I haven't been to a homeless shelter. I haven't seen the reception area in a homeless shelter. Oh my God, dog. What a type of time. I apologize. I was just thinking about it, dog. That shit was funny. Have y'all ever known? Look. Have y'all ever known the homeless shelter to have a reception area? Hey, anyway, let me get back. Hold on for a second. Okay. Damn. So he said it looked like a reception area to a homeless shelter, right? So I'm saying to myself, oh my God. I need to take some time from YouTube. Oh my God, dog. I'm about to take some time from YouTube, dog. Oh my God. Wait, I gotta get it myself, dog. It's been a bunch of monotony, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's been a bunch of monotony, dog. Sometimes you just gotta then have some shit to laugh at. Real talk, man. But you know, I thought I kept it pretty professional when I was doing it, and you know, Blues Live was going on. You know, we up here talking about the wrinkles in the step repeat and all that. So me being that I still get credentials at the fight and everything, not PBC per se, but I just wanted to keep it professional across the board. But I mean, they have to do better than that. Seriously, you cannot have a step and repeat with wrinkles and stuff all in it, man, in one chair, and then the fighter come in there and just start talking about hip hop shit, Death Row, and Suge Knight. I mean, I swear to you, man, that shit wasn't funny to me. I mean, the shit I just said was funny, but that didn't make me laugh too much. You know what I'm saying? Because really, you at a redemption state right now. You know, you at a level of redemption right now in your career. You're trying to redeem yourself. So really, fans are not so quick to gravitate to you and reach in their pockets and say, you know what, I'm going to support the card because AB is on there. It's going to be a combination. No, the one that's going to carry the card is Terrence Crawford, since he's in Omaha, period. He's going to carry the card. And of course, his dance partner, David Avanesian, he get to be the opposition that benefits, just like Abney Yildirim benefited, you know, just like Gennady Golovkin, just like many of dance partners, Caleb Plant, they get the benefit off this. But we can't have that. Because let me tell you a couple of tips, all right? And like, you got to put the disclaimer out there, right? It's no shade. It's no shade. But my brother, if you're going to be a part of something where you're saying that money is, you know, what you're trying to boast about. You know what I'm saying? These people have money. They're going to put money. We're doing big things, this, that, and the other. It's a very poor look when it looks like a movie set, an abandoned movie set. Everybody done cleaned out the shit, and you got the next time slot. And you just come up in there and ain't shit in the room. You just put the table and the chair and a step and repeat with your brand on it with no interview. You know, Adrian Broner coming there, no interview. So what Get the Smoke did, in my opinion, was shed some light on the criteria that we need to know. You know what I'm saying? Is this going to be sustainable? Is it going to be able to stay afloat? Because we've seen so many people, like Triller is still afloat, but they're not as grandstanding as they were when they initially came on, even though they was putting on fights that really no one wanted to see. But just because it was Jake Paul and a basketball player, Jake Paul and freaking MMA guy, you know what I'm saying? It worked for a second, and now, you know, he was signed with Showtime, and Triller's doing what Triller's doing. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul, the one that started to blow up on Triller, he ended up getting a contract with Showtime or something like that. But anyway, if BLK Prime is going to separate themselves from a YouTube channel, and what I mean by that, like, you can't present yourselves like you're developing yourselves in this YouTube network. Like, this is considerably the projects of social media. I'm not gonna lie to you. The YouTube shit, you can come and go as you please. We're never gonna be on the same shit of music when it comes to opinions and narrative, and we're never gonna be that way. It's the projects of social media. BLK Prime has to separate themselves from the projects of social media. They have to, bro. If U Blue is gonna be the one that's spearheading this on YouTube, you definitely have to put your suggestions in there. If they want the boxing community to take them serious, like they even a hitter, just a hitter. I'm talking about a bunt. If you're planning on bunting in the sport of boxing, you can't repeat what you did today. You can't repeat that. That just wasn't right. Like, people will always put us stereotypically together and say, yeah, that's typical black people shit right there. Yeah. That's typical black people shit. We can't do that. We can't boast it up, and then it fizzles. You know what I'm saying? It would have been great if there would have been some type of information that we could have got from Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, Now that we finding out where the headquarters is at, and I think I read what Mitch said that a lot of companies don't have offices. Okay, that's cool. They don't have offices. Got it. But it's still informative to kind of, from a remote standpoint, find out where they at in life. You know what I'm saying? Find out do they have successful businesses out there that's flourishing, that's thriving right now. If they have some entities that's closed down, that's very important to know. If their business license is suspended, that's very important to know. If he said it was no entities attached to it, like it says on the website or whatever, that's very important information that we need to know. Then we can kind of sit back and look at this and say, okay, let's ride it on in. Let's hitchhike for a little bit through the month of November, and let's see, can we stop off at the destination, Omaha, Nebraska? Not only that, once we get to Omaha and the fights take place, let's make sure that these fighters get paid. I can tell you for a fact, one fighter that's going to get paid out of this trio that's already on deck is Terrence Crawford. Crawford's going to get paid. He's going to get paid because they wanted to bring him on deck out of a negotiation that had concluded. You know what I'm saying? When they changed the date, it severed everything. They brought him into a whole nother situation and all the back and forth exchanges about what was said, and then wanted to reach out and, would it be a good fit and all this stuff. They trying to bring a big name on deck. To prove that you ain't clout chasing and you can tie up them loose ends, you better get that man his money. If anybody get paid that night, everything, it need to be Terrence Crawford. Period. It need to be Terrence Crawford. I hope the checks don't bounce. I hope everything lines up the way it's supposed to. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying to this shit right here. Excuse me, man. I lost my goddamn bearing, as we call it in the ring corps. I lost my motherfucking bearing, dog. If I would have lost my bearing while I was in formation, they probably would have been like, "Sir, you're supposed to be setting an example, sir. That's not setting an example." Damn, so Terrence Crawford fighting on the fraudulent app? No, the app is not fraudulent. I'm definitely not gonna concur with you on that. The app is not fraudulent. Shout out to Balash on deck. The app is not fraudulent. I did not ever say the app was fraudulent, but it's certain things in there that would be considered discrepancies, just like Smoke mentioned. There's certain things in there that would be considered discrepancies. He talked about their business license being suspended. Well, he also said it's certain time limits you must pay your taxes on your business. If you exceed that, and we don't know the time limit, maybe 60 days, 90 days, you get your business license suspended. You know what I'm saying? My man Smoke looked like he was gliding. Yeah, he looked like a professor in college, didn't he? At least he took the time, man. Shout out to GetTheSmoke. He took the time and the initiative to go out there and try to retrieve this information. Shout out to him, bro. Doing your damn thing, bro. Thanks, Boswell. I didn't think it was going to happen of this type of stuff. And I think it's probably deeper than we all think as far as BLK Prime. I mean, like I said before, man, in upcoming weeks, it's a lot of information is going to be, disseminated throughout this YTC. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be so many lives being done on it. We can't help but to do it. Because when you throw numbers around that large, right? And then you're listening to the back end of what Barbershop's been talking about over and over again about the Al Haymon situation, this, that, and the other. Adrian Broner did leave. You know what I'm saying? There's individuals, 3, big name individuals that's saying they're going elsewhere. Javante has been on there. They're saying he's going elsewhere. Obviously, Adrian Broner's just checked in with BLK Prime. And then Terrence Crawford was unable and prohibited from successfully completing his deal. with the promotion. No matter what anybody say about it, you can talk about how long he kept the goddamn term sheet all you want. If they sent back a revision, that means the 14 days didn't fucking matter. It didn't freaking matter because something was on there that he had to ensure that was correct. So when they changed the date on it, don't act like Steven Espinosa didn't come in here and say that the date ain't totally dead yet. But yet they send back for 2023. Man, some people that I listen to talk, man, they try to be a politician in boxing so bad. But they'll leave out shit like politicians do too. I thought it was more than just a promotion, fam. Once I seen the address, it only really took me minutes to find out because I only live like 5 minutes away and the address was sketchy off the top. Wow. Damn, you live 5 minutes away. Jeez. This whole situation is bizarre. Yes, it is, man. It's very bizarre. Look, hey, Andrew, let's say it's unique. It's bizarre, uniquely bizarre. This is what we're dealing with right now. Chant Ross, you done well putting smoke onto this school, and he's done a great job following up your lead. Congrats. Hey, shout out to Chant Ross. I didn't know that. Shout out to you for collectively putting this together, doing the legwork, gathering the information so it can be spoken on out here in the YTC streets. Good shit. Good shit. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We have foot journalists out here, goddamn, doing research and checking and, gathering information. Intel is a motherfucker, boy. Gathering intel is something else. I checked out BLK app today. It seems functional. The app is fine. The app, you have to understand, the app can require minimal physical interaction. It requires maintenance. Okay, it requires maintenance, and that can be with web managers, whoever's in charge of that. But when we're talking about putting up numbers for fights, the ring, the venue, and like I heard Showtime say tonight, where was the camera crew? You had a single shot. You had a single shot with media. Where was the camera crew? This is how this should work. Right? I'm gonna tell you something that's real. You know what I'm saying? As much as I get on certain people saying, I'm gonna tell you something that's real, raw, uncut. I'm gonna tell you something that's authentic and genuine, okay? If BLK really wants to get the word out, they'll tell Blue Blood you need to source some other media entities to help us out if they're willing to volunteer or something like that, or we can put them in here at the Red Roof or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Wherever it is, put them up and buy them give them some lodging and something, and have more media from YouTube that's willing to help out. One isn't gonna do it. And these fighters, it would be great if they had the opportunity to do a Q&A, a media scrum, something, bro. One is not gonna do it. Nope, it's not gonna do it, brother. Do you know if we would have had, if BLK could have had at least 4 other media outlets up there, you would have had 5 different lives going on. Okay, 5 different lives going on, and you had a fan base, a different support system from 5 separate channels. 5 separate channels. If you really want to get this booming, leading up to Crawford and Avanesian press conference, we need to source some other YTC channels to get on board to make this happen. Now, I don't know where the location is going to be. It might be Zoom. Because I did hear somebody said they should have did a Zoom. It would have cleaned shit up a little bit. But word to the wise, Word to the wise, Blue. Next time you do an interview, next time you do a coverage like this, never put the camera back on yourself, and you in an empty room like that. It looks cheap. You want to continue to build the brand up and make it look as expensive and glamorous as possible. You want to make it seem like they're on a higher echelon. You know what I'm saying? They really put money into this. When you put the camera back on yourself and people looking at an empty room and a dude back there looking at you like, can you show me where the cafeteria is at? Hey, man, people going to start cracking, man. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm not hating. I'm just saying you can't put the camera back on you if it's nothing in the back room. I would have ended it on the step repeat. I would have shut the live down. I don't need to be on that motherfucker. And I would have kept it moving. I definitely would have turned it back and let people see it was an empty ass room. And then Reggie would have had less to talk about. Because, man, he said some hilarious shit. I ain't going to lie, bro. That shit was hilarious, man. And I'm sober. I can't imagine if I go and have a couple of drinks and then come back and listen to that shit again. No, I can't do it, bro. Definitely Champ Ross. Definitely, but I gotta say, you got a great front man and Smoke. Yeah, man, great work with these guys, man. If Champ Ross and Get the Smoke got together and he went up there and reconned it, man, good site survey, bro. You know, a good site survey, real talk. I find, the how there's how you can say gathering information, how you have boots on the ground, so to speak, and people that's able to go there and basically report journalism on site. That's the best. They're reporting journalism on site. That is the best, man. Can't miss say BLK look like they selling DVDs and CDs. I know them motherfuckers gonna be on the low for real. Can I give me 100 pack of CDs? Yeah. The R&B greatest hits, hip hop greatest hits. You know what I'm saying? Rock greatest hits. You know what I'm saying? Rap greatest hits. Yeah. 100 for how much? $5.50. Okay, cool. I got that. No doubt, Toby. WS Champ Ross sent Smoke out there. He coached basketball against that school, so he knew the address. Damn. I mean, schools are difficult, man. Schools require funding. That's not too much of my priority to speak on why the school is closed down. All I'm saying is, business-wise, I don't know. People go through the ups and downs, man. They do. They go through the ups and downs when it's dealing with business. It's tough. If you listen to some of these people, they're pretty wealthy, but they always tell you what they lost and what they gained. What they lost, what they gained. The shit just didn't happen one time either. They lost and gained multiple times before they actually was able to stabilize it and have a consistent growth in revenue and learn how to build on their business from then. I mean, unfortunately, we learn from the struggle. You know what I'm saying? We learn from the motherfucking struggle. Salute WCS in the chat. Hot grease in the fall, continuing that heat from the summer. No doubt. You know what it is, man. Great work today. Being in the gym with Team Tucker. Great work, man. Great work. Good to see the team out there working. You know what I'm saying? You going out there getting the youngins. You putting them other fighters on. Going through training. Great work, bro. Keep grinding. We will find out the real in the next few weeks. Absolutely, we will. I'm just speculating here, but maybe there's a private investor involved or several. Besides that, there's a lot of logistically that goes into a fight. A lot of shit got to be done to make a big fight. My big question to them is, speaking on that, are they going to hire someone locally to help them set up the ring, help them get the the ticket sales together, are they going to be able to hire? Who are they going to hire? Do they already have a marketing company? Do they have a company that they are linked up to handle the marketing side? You know what I'm saying? Because those tickets have to be printed. Those tickets have to be legit. It can't be a delay on those tickets or anything. If you have the venue, you have to have the tickets. Plus, the ring has to be A1. The ring has to be A1. Gloves, locker rooms, concierge, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? They have to make sure everything is right and it's not ghetto. We don't want any lack of security, fights breaking out in there. They have a lot to do. They have a lot to do leading up to this fight, people. They have a lot to do. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit was funny, bro. He said a reception area in a homeless shelter, man. Man, it's too many visuals was going across my mind. I say, God damn it. That shit's hilarious. The Black Prime banner looked like it was sitting in your clothes drawer in the back of all pushed up against the back for years, and you finally found what you was looking for. It did, man. It was super wrinkled. Look, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, it looked like it was in a suitcase, right? They never unfolded. They took it out the suitcase. They never unfolded it until it was time to go to whatever room they was at. They unfolded it. Period. They unfolded it. They didn't unfold that shit, because you can fold it once after you take the wrinkles out. You can fold it. It'll be just fine. But if you really want to smooth, you take the damn blow dryer with you or whatever you got to do. Put that heat on there so you can get those wrinkles out. So at least it doesn't look like, you know what I'm saying, you in Carver Homes, Little Vietnam, East Lake Meadows. You know what I'm saying? Compton. That death row after Suge got locked up. Man, I don't know, man. Maybe you can tell me, Mitch, why did he choose to do that? Are they sponsoring him? I mean, are they sponsoring that? Is Death Row sponsoring him? I don't know how that tied into him letting his boxing fans know. Is AB about his boxing fans or not? I mean, I'm curious to know what's that's about. That's all I'm saying. The banner was AB was using as a blanket. Oh man, the step and repeat. Damn, they say he was using it as a blanket. We talking about 28 million between AB, Bud, and David, but everything we seen related to BLK doesn't look like 28 million is even around. It doesn't. But listen, like I said, if they have some private partners or some investors or anything of that nature, man, that has funds that they're able to satisfy these numbers that we're looking at. I'm talking about these some big ass numbers. Big as in the quantification, the numeric value. 8 figures, God damn it. We're talking about, here comes the commas. We're bringing back the commas, God damn it. It is commas in these numbers. Commas, commas, commas. You got to have some investors that has pockets to basically bring those commas to reality. It look good on paper, but like I said, in December, these fighters got to get paid. 28 million, and we're not even talking about all the other expenses that has to be paid out for the tickets, the venue, the promo, hotel lodging. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't include the hotel lodging and everything else, man. It's a lot going on, bro. I'm glad I wasn't on my own. Damn, dog. That shit was, oh my God, man. Just some investors looking to spend, cycle some bread is all. Shouts to them. Yeah, if they looking to cycle some bread and donate to a legitimate business, because BLK Prime is a legitimate business, okay? I don't know how it goes with your business license being suspended and putting on a boxing match. I think regardless, you have to have certain licenses to do certain things in boxing, but I'm not sure what they need to have. I know they need to have money. They need to be able to put insurance on every fighter on the card. They definitely have to have a promoter's license. You know what I'm saying? They have to have a promoter's license. Period. That has to be taken care of. Insurance on all the fighters up to a certain point, whatever that limit is. All that. We already seen firsthand with Mickey Bay and the Tevin Foreman situation. The co-promoter failed to have the funds on deck for the fighters. You know what I'm saying? The funds was never verified, so that's why the shit fell through the goddamn bottom. You know what I'm saying? Into the basement. That shit fell out quick. Well, all I would say, Juicy said, damn WCS, this shit is upsetting me. I had high hopes. Continue to keep high hopes. All I can say is, man, we got to be patient on this, because I'm not going to sit up here and discredit without giving the clock enough time to tick and for the sun to rise and fall. I got to allow time to pass, bro. We have the whole month of November. We need to see how they plan the next presser. I know when people say, oh man, they're green, man. They're tyros to this. They're novice. Give them an opportunity. That's what we got to do. We have to give them an opportunity. They're trying. But Crawford and David Avanesian, they have to have a better setup. If you're listening, BLK Prime, if you're listening to me, I got some very good ideas. I'm pretty sure we have some people in the chat that have some great ideas, to kind of help this bubble up into something real nice, so we can get you fancy. We can get you looking fancy for the Crawford and David Avanesian. We can get you real fancy, okay? It's not even gonna cost that much, but we can't do the picnic table, and we can't do the Walmart chairs. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that. J. Ocho on deck. Salute to you, brother. If they were looking for a foothold in YouTube to gain support for Crawford fight, they totally misread the audience on this one. But what do I know? Hey, I agree, Andrew. What do I know? What do we know? What do we know? Look, we have a lot of YouTube channels that would love to be a part of this. Of course. I love. But look, we talk about black people suggesting other this, that. Man, this shit. Look, not for this one. We didn't need more channels for this right here, unless we was doing interviews. So this gets a pass. This gets a pass, man. Not today. We didn't need the YouTube channels for the day. But for Crawford Avanesian, I would suggest, Crawford, if you're listening, suggest that we get some more YouTube channels, and if we can have a presser in a local area where more people than we think can come out and do the coverage. It'll be great. You know what I'm saying? I know a Zoom call, you can pretty much pull people in and get a lot of people that way, but it's nothing like FaceTime. It's nothing like getting a FaceTime in this. I'm serious. And there's plenty of us out here that wouldn't mind, asking those questions. Real talk. But I don't know if certain people willing to share. I don't know, man. As soon as Scotty said what Reggie said, I damn near fell off my bar stool. Man, that shit hurt my stomach so freaking bad, dog. And it's hard to get me to laugh about some real shit, but you trying to say it's a reception area in a homeless shelter, bro? It's a reception area in a homeless shelter, dog. Oh my God, man. That's a classic. Even folks that fuck with Crawford are looking at BLK funny. Of course. Of course. Man, this shit, man. You can't do it. You can't play around. You can't come up here and say, let's play tag, hide and go seek in this shit. You know what I'm saying? No, man, this is real life, man. This is big. You're taking one of our premier fighters that has there's a huge fan base, and you pretty much is his detour route from months of negotiation. So that the fact that he resigned and aborted mission to go to in the route of BLK, it has to work. It has to work for BLK. It has to work for Terrence Crawford. Period. It ain't no way around it. Dion say shit is crazy out here. Yes, sir, Dion. Shit's crazy, bro. That's why I always warn my friends. I said, you got to be careful about YouTube. If you're a Facebook, just be careful. Work your way over to YouTube. Don't just jump over here in the middle of this shit. You might find yourself in an asylum in a padded room somewhere. Just tiptoe yourself over here. Don't run over here, man. This is not for the soft-hearted. Just relax. There's too much information floating out here. You know what I'm saying? You might get yourself cut. J.A. say the app looks suspect. Now the app, from what I hear, is cool. From what I hear, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no viruses. It ain't no damn people not, paying for something and not getting what they supposed to. Well, hold up. With the Mickey Bay Tevin Farmer, they supposed to pay via the app, and people couldn't get a hold of them. They couldn't pay for the pay-per-view on the app. It was all messed up. So let me pump the brakes. In that particular fight, yeah, they was having issues, technical difficulties with the BLK Prime. But let's hope that they're able to get this resolved by December 10th. We're gonna keep hope alive. God damn it. WCS, also don't forget about Floyd Mayweather. It's also not fighting on Showtime, but he's fighting on overseas networks in the zone this month. Absolutely. Great point. Absolutely. So I must always refresh, right, of what I hear people saying on panels, still trying to blame Crawford for ducking, but you got Floyd Mayweather, he leaving, Gervonta Davis, gone. You know what I'm saying? You have people aborting mission, man. Terrence Crawford, the fight couldn't be done. Out. It's just a lot of things that's going on, man. And you still want to blame Crawford because the fight is going next year, and you say, oh, this is what he could have did. He could have just waited 3 or 4 months instead of him fighting at the end of the year, and then it's going to push the fight further back. When they get into 23, oh, you fucking baby. Grab a dirty pacifier and do what you're supposed to do, goddammit. Do what you're supposed to do. Grab it out the dirt and do what you're supposed to do. This man is about to make goddamn good money. And they busy whining and complaining that, oh man, it's a duck. It's a duck. Who gives a fuck about a duck? Throw it in hot grease and watch that bitch cook. Who the fuck give about a duck? How can it be a duck and they changed the year? You supposed to wait? That's the dumbest shit ever. Really, we're dealing with some uneducated, deficient, low income having psychological thinking motherfuckers, dog. What are you thinking about? You thinking like, damn, man. You thinking like broke people think. Master, don't move, master. I won't move, master. I'm gonna stay right here. I don't care how much it's storm and rain out here. When you get back, I'll be right here. But there's no shelter. I don't care. I'll be right here in the grass. But you don't have to be. Jesus Christ, man. Floyd knew what was up even. Look, as soon as I heard about Bud fighting on the app, I downloaded it to show support. That's what's up, man. I have not downloaded it yet because I'm waiting for at least November to expire. If that expires with new information and we've able to see the press conference and get some more information on this, yeah, I want to see that. I want to see them put some money into the promo part, the promotional aspect. You know what I'm saying? Just give us one media scrum. Or if it can't be a media scrum, just give us one presser. That's it. We need it. BLK Prime, the new wave. For real. They said Ja Rule, an investor. Okay, shout out to Ja Rule. Man, I'm going to tell you. I thought about laughing at Triller when I heard they was going to have halftime acts until I saw goddamn Justin Bieber. I was turning around trying to look for a date, dog. When Justin Bieber performed in that Mercedes-Benz Stadium, what? I want to go find some popcorn and, get some yak. Get some filet mignon up in that bitch. That was a damn good concert, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. If man, I don't know how close or unclose they are, but them shits Thriller put on, man, them concerts was off the chain. That's one of the best concerts I ever seen Justin Bieber, dog. If BLK can get with them, which they won't, to see how to mix things up if they want to, or they just want to do a fight, man, that would be amazing. That would be amazing, bro. I ain't no Justin Bieber fan. I ain't no hater of his music either, but he put on a damn good show. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit was on the point, bro. That shit was on the point. I was like, wow. All the damn pyrotechnics lights coming down. He was singing. And, man, that shit was cold. That shit was cold. How did Jake Paul get the opportunity to fill a Showtime slot this month, but PBC didn't? Yes, sir. You know, it's a lot of questions that fans have since top fighters and mid-tier fighters on PBC are fighting other apps. That's a good point, you know. Let me look up something right quick. That's a good point, brother. That's a good point. That's a good point right there. So they're fighting October 29th. So their fight date really don't interfere with this phantom fight date that was supposed to go down November 19th. So they're fighting this month. They're good. They're good. They're fighting at the Gila River Arena, Glendale. So they're good. Good. Make a lot of sense, man. Ja Rule got help. Me, who next? Cameron. Hey, man, I hope they don't bring all these artists out. I mean, I put it to you now. I put it to you like this, Ross. I'm trying to talk to somebody about VIP. If they bring Ashanti up there, I'm definitely trying to goddamn rent me a motherfucking Bugatti. I'm gonna say, Ashanti, this is me all day, every day, baby. Let's go for a ride. I'm gonna change your life. They bring Ashanti up there, man. God damn it. I'm renting me a goddamn luxury car, goddamn it, high performance luxury car. Buddy AB done signed to sell Avon. Man, give him the benefit of the doubt, man. Get him hope. I'm not bashing BLK. Give him hope, man. Max, I hope you're joking. Ja Rule, No Where's Ashanti, and Irv Gotti coming on board too. No, they ain't coming on board after what they got going on. That ain't happening. Murder Inc. is not going nowhere close to that. Oh, BLK don't end up as the Fry Festival boxing. They might be fucking with Ja Rule in Omaha. I like Ja Rule, man. You know, he still can put on a concert. I don't know. I mean, if they feeling him in there, cool. I don't know how that works. It's not too many male concerts I ever went to. Real talk. I'm not gonna lie. But I can tell you a story about me and Shaka Khan. Real life. Real life. Me and Shaka Khan. When I was in California, Shaka Khan was trying to goddamn go out with a brother for real. Shaka Khan still cute. That's no cap, man. I went to her concert and I was the only man standing up on the left side of the stage right there, man. I was just looking at her. I was like, wow, man, this is Shaka Khan right here. And then I just moved my lips and said, you beautiful. And she's like, thank you, smiling and everything. And she was trying to give me all that conversation at the end. I say, shit, I don't want to do none of that. If this shit gonna be like 6 months or something, we got to do a contract. You ain't about to tease me. You ain't about to tease me, shawty. I rock with Bud so tough. I almost started defending Ja Rule. I caught myself though. So y'all joking? Ja Rule's supposed to be in this motherfucker? That's what y'all trying to say. Ja Rule's supposed to be a part of this? Are you serious? Chris Burnett, what's good? What up, W says keep grinding. For sure, man. Appreciate you. Will do. Like we say in the core. Will do. Roger. November is going to be crucial for them. Real crucial. It's going to be crucial for us too. BLK Prime equal the Zone 2.0. You might be right, but I got to give the Zone just a little bit credit for being cleaner, man. I got to give the Zone a little bit credit for being cleaner. You got to clean this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Heat has been in existence. We have had devices that can generate heat through plugging a certain plug into the outlet to generate electricity and heat up a device. That's it. You can find somehow to get them wrinkles out that motherfucker, dog. Porn movies from the 80s have better quality than BLK Prime. Damn. Shout out Captain Chaos on deck. Should have known, man. The Boogeyman Crawford is tough and great enough to fight December, February, my opinion. Look, what if he's able to run the gauntlet? What about that, Jamal? What if he can come in here and take very minimal damage, right? And he stops Avanesium early. Take about a week off, and they have the fight in March. I believe he can do it. I believe he's built that way to do it. I really hope they have this fight in March. But see, this is what I think going to happen too. If Crawford's saying he's going to revisit negotiations coming off a December 10th fight, I think PBC might not try to give him a later date outside of February. They may try to make it as short as possible to hope he's not his best. He's not 100%. And, you know, and what he should be in training and everything. I guarantee you, if they shorten that shit up, don't say I ain't tell you. Don't say I ain't tell you. And he go in there and goddamn step on Spence and stretch him out on a short notice. I'm telling you, man, we all gonna have to be life coaches in this bitch, because we're gonna have so many Errol Spence fans running around here crying. They're gonna goddamn scream and yell on their panel. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be unfucking believable, dog. W says the crazy thing is Floyd Mayweather literally built Showtime boxing with the Manny fight and Conor fight. If Floyd is going somewhere else to fight, that doesn't mean he's finished with Showtime. He has very much a lucrative amount of stock in Showtime. Him and Al Haym's relationship is still good. Floyd is running around him like he has taxes to pay, bro. For real. He's running around here with taxes like he has taxes to pay. Hey, man, I want Shaka Khan to put me up, man. I want, you know, real talk. Man, you have no idea, bro. Hey, bro, I had it. She wanted me to roll. She wanted me to go back to the place and chill. She was on tour too. Man, Shaka Khan wanted me to goddamn roll. She did. No doubt about it. But that shit's temporary, dog. I'm not too much for temporary shit like that with a person like her. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep it the way it's supposed to be. Like what I don't know about her, I just want to keep it lustful on the outside, because if we go back and find out she is definitely different than what I thought and all that. Well, perfect example, the story I tell y'all about Nia Long. When I seen her Friday, like everybody else, I was like, God damn, Nia Long is so beautiful, man. Like, damn, she's sexy as shit. And then I seen her on TV, this, that, and the other, you know, in different shows. You know what I'm saying? And then I was in Old Town, and they have a lot of eating places outside. And I was with one of my friends. I said, man, we was out there strictly fishing too. And I said, let's Nia Long right there, man. Let's go over there and talk to her. So I went over there, man. I wanted to really get a picture with Nia. I swear to you, man, she gave me the same look she gave when they was about to, when old girl was talking about her boyfriend or whatever, Cuba Gooding Jr. He said, do we have a boyfriend? And yeah. That's the look she gave me. I said, excuse me, Nia, I saw you out here. I just want to know if can I get a picture right here. She said, I am eating lunch. I am talking. I am having a conversation. And she just had that look on her face, like that mean look. That was in California. See, if she would have been cool about it, I would have told her it was going to be one of her goddamn mates that she'd get with in the future is going to cheat on her punk ass. She should have been prepared when he goddamn cheating. How can a nigga be cheating on Nia Long and she that damn fine? It's a motherfucking attitude. Anyway, back to the goddamn BLK shit. Oh, hey, dog. Probably so. Hey, I end up being a backup dancer for her ass, dog. And then when the concert over, I'm up there taking out wires from the speakers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shaka, everything cool? Yes, baby. Keep on working. Keep on working. We about to leave here. We going into the Bahamas for a concert. Okay? You don't have to pack anything. I just get you what you need on the road. But my car out here, Shaka, oh, it don't matter. Leave your car right here. Just lock it up and everything. We'll come back and get it. But you say we're not coming back for a month from now. I know. You're good. You're good. We'll be back. Hell no, nigga. News has broke. A United States Marine was seen departing with the soulful singer Shaka Khan off to the Bahamas, and he hasn't been seen since. They had to take a short boat ride over this one pier, and he never made it off the pier. He never made it off the pier. Searches are ongoing as we see it. Planes are in the air. We're looking for a 6'3" black male. I think at the time he had a look of disgust on his face. It's saying, I told myself not to do it. Oh, she got a niece about 32 that look like that. I need her. All I knew was I rarely get the opportunity to damn get close to some of these singers, bro. And she was still sexy, had a nice body on her. I was like, damn, Shaka, you look like you take care of yourself. Like her skin was smooth. Looked like that shit was melting with the heat of the sun, bro. That shit was smooth. Them luscious lips she had. Anyway. I need to let that go. For real. I need to let that go. Shout out to you, Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, everybody. The dude, Shaka Khan. Hey, let's see how this worked, man. BLK Prime got a long ways to go. I'm not going to stay on here too long, man. But, hey, let's continue to keep the pace, man. Keep the cadence. Continue to get the subscribers to come in, man. Continue to support the channel as always. We're going to talk about different topics, and we definitely going to stay on breast of this. We're going to stay on breast with this, you know what I'm saying? We're going to continue to stay on breast with this. And shout out to Get the Smoke for the content. And shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing, man, for goddamn being FedEx. You know what I'm saying? Smoke, continue to do your thing. Journalists that's in the chat, continue to do your thing also. It's a lot going in, and that's a lot of shit I'm trying to work on behind the scenes too. Real talk. I'm trying to work on some shit behind the scenes, man, and get some shit popping. Seriously. I really hope it comes through for me. Especially what I see going on. I really hope it comes through. So if it does, I'm gonna give y'all some fire for real. But man, until next time, man, y'all turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. Appreciate y'all. One love, and I'm out.